Hey kids, Miss Torrance here. So I want you to think back to where I think you read, well, yes, you read a book called The Particular Platypus or The Octopus Escape Artist of the Sea. I think you read similar books, okay? Well, this book, and in those books, you should have noticed that both authors start by telling readers about the unusual things about the animals in the books, okay? So then most of the sections that follow tell about some unique features of the animals. So both authors want readers to understand um, that we notice that we need to notice and appreciate these wonderful animals that are so interesting and unusual. Okay, so what I want you to do is go ahead and look back to the book about octopus, this escape artist of the sea. I don't have it with me, but I want you to go ahead and turn to page 24. Okay, on page 24, go ahead and read that. Okay, that's your glossary. So today I want you to think about the word mechanism, okay? Does this word remind you of any other word? Okay, so look at any words in that word. I see machine, okay, or mechanic in that word. So several words are related to the word machine, okay? Machine, mechanic, mechanism. All right, so what I'm thinking is something that is like a machine, something mechanical, has parts that work together smoothly. So in this book, the word refers to something biologically, so something that happens in the body without even thinking, that works automatically or smoothly. Okay, so like when it squirts ink, it works automatically and smoothly when it's afraid. Okay, the octopus doesn't even have to think about it or push a button. It just happens. Okay, so I want you to in the text, the author uses an analogy: stretch like rubber, to help you understand how the color cells change. So when the octopus stretches like rubber, it actually can change colors. So that's pretty unusual. Okay, so when you read a nonfiction text, sometimes you use examples or analogies to help readers understand the information. So reread pages 12 to 14 of Octopus, Escape Artist of the Sea. Don't forget the graphic or sidebar, and think about how the author helps readers understand how the octopus changes colors. Okay? Go ahead and do that now. Here you go. Okay, so listen up. You have learned that the octopus has layers of skin that are different colors. The author helps you understand the change of colors by saying that it stretches its skin like a rubber band. That's called using an analogy. We are going to write about the analogy the author uses to help readers understand this idea. So on your in your notebook, you have a column that says what the octopus does and how the author helps the reader understand. So there's an example. It should be an example on both sides. Now you have to fill in the blanks. So think of things, what the octopus does, and then find your text evidence of how the author helps you, the reader, understand that. Okay? So do that and come on back. Alrighty, moving right along. Add an apostrophe to a plural word ending in S to show it belongs to more than one person or thing. So we're going to work with plural possessive, okay? So the words that you're going to have is, of course, singular, plural, and plural possessive, and that is abbreviated on your word cards, okay? The words you're going to have are chipmunk, professor, puzzle, spider, and traveler. The next one is chipmunks, professors, puzzles, spiders, and travelers. Okay, and then we're going to have the plural possessive of those words. So I want you to sort those words, put them in the right category, and then I want you to talk about what you notice with a friend. Actually, not a friend, but a person that you can productively work with. Stop, think about it, write it, discuss it. You have 1 minute. See you then. Alrighty, so here's your next book. Here's your genre focus. For hundreds of years, people around the world have reported seeing ape-like creatures. This nonfiction book describes how some of these accounts and what scientists have done to determine whether Bigfoot is fact or a myth. Okay, so you have an informational textbook today. This is part of the Unsolved Mystery Series, okay? So look at the cover and read the back cover of the book. Then write a sticky note about it. Share your thinking. So Bigfoot, fact or fiction? Could a giant, hairy, ape-like beast be lurking deep in the woods near your house? For centuries, people all over the world have claimed to have seen creatures like this. Most people have an opinion about whether Bigfoot is real, but what does that evidence say? Okay? Jot down your thinking on a sticky note. This book tells you about a terrifying monster called Bigfoot. But does it really exist? There are claims about Bigfoot across the world or globe. Look at the sidebar on page 4. Go ahead and do that now. See all the names the Bigfoot legend has been called? What are you thinking? Have you heard of these names? We have the Abominable Snowman, the Skunk Ape, Sasquatch, Swamp Monster, Yeti. Okay, have you ever heard of any of those? Okay, so look at page 5. That's a big footprint. What are you thinking? Look at page 6. What does it show you? Think about it. In this book, you will read about the evidence that Bigfoot exists. It's hard to sort it out because there are so many hoaxes. Remember, hoaxes are tricks or jokes. On page 8, you will see a professor named Grover Krafft who believed that this mysterious animal was related to a species of giant ape that lived long ago. Look at the sidebar on page 9, and you will see, how scientists preserve footprints. Some evidence of Bigfoot may be real and some fake. As you read, think about whether the scientists should continue to study Bigfoot. Okay, so in your sticky notes, you should have why you or why you do not think that scientists should continue studying Bigfoot. So make sure you track your thinking on that. Okay, and read this book from the beginning to the end. Have fun.